All right, it's time for piano. Here we are. Awesome, hello. How are you today? I'm so happy that you joined me today for your Pure Imagination Learn With Me piano lesson. We're gonna have a really good time. This is a really great song because it's like coming from that iconic film, Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. So I hope you enjoy it. Couple things you can do for me first. If you can like and share this video, that helps me find even more piano students that want to learn piano from a great teacher like myself. Second thing is if you could subscribe, right? So right down there's the button. You can just hit the button so you can be reminded of all the great piano lessons that I'm bringing to you every single week, all right? Next, of course, I'm on Discord, right? So we have a piano learning community on Discord that's super supportive, super positive, and only focused on your learning and having fun. So if you want to be a part of my learning community, join 200 other people that have joined, and let's have some fun together learning at the piano. And last but not least, I'm on Patreon. So Patreon is the way that you make sure that I'm taken care of. So if you can spare a few extra dollars every month to help support me, I would love to have you there. I've got 73 patrons here that really believe in the mission of bringing high quality piano instruction to everybody. So if you can spare those few dollars, that would help me so much. Thank you. All right, well, let's get to the music, all right? So I have printed out, of course, my Pure Imagination, and I have it in my file folder. I always do this every time. It helps me remember that I've got a cool song to learn. If I leave it just plain sheet music, then it just gets lost, all right? So go ahead and put yours inside of a file folder, and let's talk a little bit about this amazing song, okay? So I actually see that it's in B flat major. So if you know your B flat major scale, you understand that there are two flats in this song, okay? I'll switch to piano view and we'll play a very quick B flat major scale so you can follow along, okay? Let's give it a try. Okay, so B flat major, of course, we're starting on the B flat itself, right? So we've got a B flat, I start with my finger too. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat, right? So that's just one octave. Let's go back down. B flat, A, G, F, B flat, E flat, D, C, B flat. Yeah. So you notice on the way down, I actually ended up on my thumb. I was probably using the wrong finger to cross over. Better, okay? Same thing with the left hand. You can start there with a finger 4 or a finger 5, really. Right, so B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat, B flat, A, G, F, E flat, D, C, B flat. Okay? Yeah, so that's just a quick reminder, a refresher of the key that we're going to be in. So anytime you see a B flat, it will be flat, right? And anytime you see an E, it will be an E flat, okay? Unless it's otherwise notated with a natural sign, okay? So looking here at our song, let's do the opening theme for the right hand, okay? I'm going to switch to piano view so we can see how this sounds, okay? All right. Okay, looking here at the very beginning, right? It's 4/4 time, but it looks like we actually have like sort of like a pickup measure. It's just 2 opening quarter notes, okay? Looking here, we've got G, and this is the G above middle C, so that's where you're gonna put your thumb, okay? G, and then a finger 2 B flat, 5 on your F. Very good. Same thing. Very good. G, B flat. Now you're going to stretch your finger 4 up to A. Very good. Now down back to G again. G, B flat, D. Now we have an E flat. D, C, B flat, cross your 3 over, A, B flat, ends on F with a tie. Very nice. All right, let's try that opening phrase again, just the first 2 lines. And I won't say anything this time, so you can just follow along with your fingers, okay? Finger 1 is starting on your G above middle C. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, play. 2, hold 2, 2, 1, 2. Was beautiful. Yeah. Isn't it nice? Do you remember like the scene in which this happens? Yeah, it's like, you know, Willy Wonka is like, he opens the door to the magical, amazing Candyland looking part of the factory, right? And they're singing it for the first time. So he's singing this pure imagination song because it's like the epitome of what your imagination envisions when you see a land full of sweet things that you can eat. It's amazing. It really, really is. Let's see if we can keep going with the right hand, okay? We're going to start at the end of line 2. This will be measure 8. All right. Okay, so starting at measure 8, we just finished playing this F with our thumb, right? Now we're going to shift that thumb back up to our G and keep going. G, B flat up to F, G, B flat up to F. This is very much like the beginning. G, B flat up to A. Back to G, B flat, D with that finger 3, E flat, F, D, C, B flat. Now I'm going to slide my thumb down to A, then up to octave A. Yeah, and then it's got a tie. Beautiful. Yeah, so that measures 8 through 16. They're very much like the beginning with just a little bit of change with that octave at the end. Let's try it again starting at measure 8, okay? We're going to begin with our thumb on that F. 1, 2, ready, play. F, G, 2, 1, 2. 2, E flat, 2, 1, 2, tie, 2, 3, and 4. Beautiful work. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a beautiful song. It's one of those that, for me, it reminds me a lot of, you know, what it is, imagination, envisioning things that you may have not thought possible, right? A lot of like the innocence of a child's imagination is what comes to mind with this as well. Imagine like Charlie, like seeing all the amazing things in that factory. It's really pretty cool. It's a great, great song. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the beginning now, and we're gonna learn the left hand, okay? The left hand itself is fairly simple. We just have to make sure we get those notes correct. So as I'm playing, I'm gonna be saying my note names, okay? Write them down if you need them, okay? Let's give that a try. Okay, so starting at the beginning here, we are playing a C, right? But we're not going to put our pinky on that C. We're actually going to put a finger 2, okay? That way we are able to reach the subsequent octave that happens, okay? So I'm going to count off, and I'm going to say my note names. 1, 2, ready, play. C, C, up to F, down an octave F, B flat F, C, C sharp D, good. 2 on C again, C down to F, then up to F. We have a B flat, B flat, 2 and tie, G, E flat, D, then C again. Very good. C up to F, down an octave F. We have B flat, F, C, C sharp, D, up to G, C, C, down and up to F, then up to F, D, A, 3, 4, tie, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. So that was the first 16 measures. It's interesting, those jumps. A lot of it returns back to that same position with that finger 2 on bass clef C. That's okay, all right? Just be aware of those accidentals when they come in, right? If you need to mark all your B flats, I would definitely circle them. I've circled several on my page because I consistently miss them. So if you find that a pencil mark will help you, that's okay, all right? This is your music. It's not like someone else is gonna watch it or look at it, okay? I love that. I love that first half, the left hand, okay? Let's go through and do the left hand once more, and I'm gonna say nothing when we play so you can see how we're doing this, all right? Here we go. All right, left hand again from the very beginning, all right? Watch those fingers. If you need to write down some finger numbers, you're more than welcome to. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Tie, 2, 3, and 4. Beautiful work. Yes, it's quite beautiful once we start putting it hands together, okay? Now, I'm going to play the first page hands together for you now, and then we're going to move on to page 2, okay? Let's see what it sounds like hands together, page 1. All right. This is going to be fun. Yeah, I'll put my little logo. All right, so let's take a look here. I'm going to count off, and we're going to see how page 1 sounds, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, play. So pretty. What a pretty song. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Page 2 is really fun too. And you know, that's where it really starts to like come together really nicely. So let's start by the top of the page, measure 17, right hand only. We're going to go over our notes and fingers, okay? Here we go. Okay. So looking here, we are actually way up here for the right hand. Finger 4 on a high B flat, okay? And it starts like this. We're going to do our note names. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. B flat C, very good. A, F, D, very good. Finger 2 on D. D, E flat, B flat, D up to F. Hold, hold. Now finger 4 on A, B flat, down an octave 1, G, G, A, 3, 4. G, A, G, down an octave, A, B flat, B natural, C, tied note. Very good. So we're going to stop right there. That's the middle of measure 25. You see the quarter note and the half note tied. Okay, let's go back to measure 17. We're going to play this right hand section once more. Okay, finger 4 on your high B flat. Okay, now I will not say anything this time around, so pay close attention. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Beautiful work on that. All right. Nice. Now, isn't that like, I feel like that's like the most magical part of this whole song. It's really, really beautiful in there because just the things that these people are seeing in this factory, the way that Willy Wonka explains everything, the way he's singing, it just like, it puts a little bit of magic in there. It's really, really great. I'm going to play now continuing on from measure 25 to the end for the right hand, okay? Let's give it a try. Okay, so we just played a finger 5 on this C here. This would be considered a C5, okay? Now, this is going to sound like a return to the theme, okay? So it's going to sound reminiscent of the beginning opening phrases of the song, okay? So we're starting here on the 5. 1, 2, now down to G, B flat up to F. Very good. Awesome. E flat, F, D, C, B flat, A, up an octave, A flat, back up to A, then B flat, 2, 3, 4, and a chord. We have F, A, D. Beautiful, right? Yeah. So you have, it's arpeggiated. You see the squiggly line next to your chord? So that means you're going to be playing each note individually, but in a quick motion. Right? It gives it that drama. It gives it that like magical feel at the very end of the piece. Okay? Let's start at measure 25 once more. Right hand only, starting with pinky on that C, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. G, B flat, F, G, B flat, F. Two, 3, 4, arpeggiated chord, 3, 4. Beautiful. Yeah, it's really nice. I told you this was a fun song to learn. It's so pretty, just the way that it like comes together. It reminds me of magic. I know I keep saying that over and over, but it's true. And when you start making this at the piano, like playing these melodic passages, you can start to feel it too. It's like something's going on. Like it's really, really awesome. Okay, let's learn the second page left hand now. Okay, we're gonna start at the top of the page, measure 17. Okay, this is pretty straightforward with the left hand. Luckily, they're just single notes to help support the melody up in the right hand. Okay, we're gonna do a great job on this. I know. All right, let's switch. Now, left hand. We just got done at the bottom of page 1 playing an A, right? Now we're going to be playing an E flat, all right? So the E flat, I want you to use a finger 2 on that E flat, okay? All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. E flat, D down to G, then C down to F, B flat, C, D, E natural down to A, D, E natural, F up to G, down to C, then to F, F, now octave F, E flat, D, then it returns to C, C up to F, down to F, B flat, F, C, C sharp, D, G up to middle C, 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 big jump down to low F, F up to F. Now last line, D, A, E natural, D down to F, F, D, C, B flat, E flat, B flat down an octave, B flat. Yes. Yeah, it's a little tricky in that last line for the left hand. So we're talking about measures 32 to the end. It's a little bit tricky there because there's a lot of like unnatural jumps going on. So you have to be very, very cognizant of how far those intervals are actually going to be, right? So you're going from like a D4, all the way down to an F. That's a big jump. And then you go back up. Right? So just be aware of those notes and how they're jumping. Now, the fingers that I used may or may not work for you. That's okay. I tend to like, as long as I'm aware of the notes, I feel like sometimes I'll choose a specific fingering, but then other times I'll choose a different fingering. So see what's working for you. Maybe drill that last line to see what the best pattern of fingers is for you to get it done, okay? Remember, all of our hands and fingers are different, okay? There's no set right way to do fingering, but if you find that something works really well for you, write it down so you don't forget, okay? Let's play the left hand page 2 once more together. Okay. All right, wonderful. So looking here, we're again starting with that E flat, okay? E flat, and then it goes down. Let's try this again. I'm not going to say anything this time, okay? Measure 17 all the way to the very end. 1, 2, ready, play. You noticed, right? At 32, my hands got a little bit funny. That's okay. Like I said, it's kind of an unnatural pattern for the left hand, but see what works for you in terms of fingering, okay? Now, from 32 to the end, we also have a ritardando written in. So keep that in mind. Even if it's like you can't keep it in the beat steady-wise, in the tempo that you've chosen for the piece, that's okay. A ritardando gives you the flexibility to sort of like take some time right there to really end it beautifully, right? Now, this arrangement that I chose, it doesn't have any dynamics written in. So I really want you to think about thinking about what the song is talking about, right? It's talking about imagination. It's talking about magic. It's talking about, fulfilling who you truly are supposed to be, right? Tapping into the creative side of yourself, right? So if you envision dynamics being something like mezzo piano all the way up to maybe a mezzo forte, and then eventually at the climax of the song, something like around measures 24, 25, where it returns to the theme, that right there can be your forte, right? So give yourself crescendos when you feel like you need them. At the very end, you can, in addition to a ritardando, give yourself a nice diminuendo at the end, right? Injecting that drama, ending on a very quiet, sweet note at the very end, right? It really, really helps give it that personality and brings it together, okay? Just think of yourself as like, you are Willy Wonka, right? You're giving this amazing tour to these children that are just like mind blown at how amazing your factory is, right? You get to play the part of that magic maker, right? It's really, really amazing. So put yourself in that role, okay, while you're playing this piece here. Now, I'm going to play measure 17 to the end, hands together for you so you can hear it, okay? Let's give it a try. I love this song. It's so nice. It's such a nice song. All right, so we're starting up here with the finger 4 on our B flat, and we've got our finger 2 on the E flat down below. I'm going to count off. Let's see how it goes. 1, 2, ready, play. Very, very nice. I told you it was a pretty song. Yay, so if you like made it to the very end of this lesson, bravo to you, okay? Keep your practice up. If you need feedback or if you need help from me, Discord, okay? So join the Discord and you can post in the Learn With Me chat channel and say, hey, I need some help with this, I need some help with that. If you need additional copies of the music, it's also located in the Learn With Me channel. You'll find all of the sheet music available in there as well. It's such a pretty song, I know, and when you feel like you've got it under your fingers, like it's a great one to play for people, isn't it? Yeah, so I really want you to tap into that, right? Tap into the magic. Now, the final thing about this piece, okay, there are no pedal markings either, but pedal will lend itself to be a big tool, especially when connecting phrases with the left hand especially, okay? So use intermittent, like overlapping pedal as needed within this piece. It's kind of hard to show exactly where it needs to be, but if you find that the music is too muddy, it's obviously too much pedal, right? So when you have chord changes in the left hand, or you come across accidentals, make sure to lift that foot, the right heel just enough, no, not the heel, the right ball of your foot just enough on the damper pedal to clear out the notes in the chord before it. That way it can be nice and clean as you're going through, okay? If you need a refresher on overlapping pedal, I know back in our adult and teen beginner series, I think it's hovering around lesson, let me see, lesson 8 or 9? No, maybe it's lesson 13. You can go back and look at overlapping pedal, okay? Now, I hope you enjoyed that. This was a fun song to play. I will hopefully see you guys next week. Next week we've got, it's Valentine's Day. Ooh, so we're going to be learning John Legend's All of Me, which is a beautiful song too. All right? Hope to see you guys on Discord. I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye.